Welcome to the Mountain King Mine,
It's a raindrop.
where it's starting to rain.
A Mountain King lode, originally identified in 1878, prior to the well-known Red Mountain finds of 1882, was sold many times in its early years, ranging in price anywhere from $1 to $10,000. In 1906, the then-owner, Golden Lines Mines Company, reported work beginning, and by 1907, they'd built a boarding house, compressor house, blacksmith shop, heater building, transformer house, powder magazine, and employed on average 23 workers. We had some issues with the cameras on this one, but it was really more about the journey to get there than it was the mine itself.
Didn't record anything of everything we've done so far. So it should be fun. Missed the whole intro. Oh, well, we'll have to hike back out of here anyway. Alright, now we're on the straight and narrow. We just gotta follow what used to be a road that way. The truck's over there, but there's a huge wash in between. You good, baby?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go. Now we're exploring. I don't think I've been back here since I took Tom and Bree back here to do pictures.
I know I've been back with you here once, but I don't remember if that was before or after Tom and Bree.
That was before. What's interesting, I mean, doesn't that look like tire tracks still? Where stuff isn't growing?
Yeah.
But you know nothing has driven across that
Uh-uh.
gulch. Oh, would you look at that?
What's that?
Let me open one. And you'll see. See what it looks like?
A pea?
Yeah. Those are all a type of pea. I don't know if they're ones you want to eat or anything,
No.
but
Yep, it's a pea.
they're fuzzy. My pants are falling off again. They have little pea pods on them at least. I don't know if it's technically a pea, but I'm going to call it that. Because I'm out here and there's no one to tell me otherwise, right?
Right.
Because, what was it? If a man speaks in the woods and no one hears him,
And there's not a woman to hear him,
is he
it's
still wrong?
wrong.
It is a little smoky today, unfortunately. Wildfires abound. I kind of wish we could drive across that wash and make getting here easier, but then again, getting here easier might mean more traffic and might mean that people would have destroyed it, which would be a bummer. Sometimes being hard to get to is a benefit. It is dead still. There's just a couple of clouds starting to roll in. There is like no wind. I wonder what year that washed out. But this road surface is still in pretty dang good shape. Despite the fact that certainly no vehicles are traveling it. Ooh, little chipmunk or something running up the road. Yeah, go, baby.
Yeah.
Just sucking air.
Sucking air.
Just sucking air. You can clearly hear the road forked across. Got one trail going up there. And I've walked up there a little ways. I've never gone way far up there because it's pretty steep once you get going a ways. And obviously there's a lower route here. We're going to stay on the upper route. So the lower route goes down below the site we're after. Something is... Look at all the sawdust.
Yep.
Some critters have been using that tree. For sure. Oh, looky there.
Perhaps we have a beaver.
A beaver? That's a bear.
Oh, that is a bear.
That's a small bear.
It's old, though.
It's not fresh. It could have been this spring.
I was going to say that's several months.
Yeah, and it was a small bear, too. A large bear would be higher.
It's a little brown bear, probably.
Probably a little synonym. And that's also why you make noise when you're walking through the woods. And look, there's some more scratch marks down there
Yeah.
on those trees.
He's probably moved on, though.
Yeah, I don't see anything recent, and I don't see any scat or anything. As well as, if things get really, really sketchy, there's always the Piss Oliver.
Huh.
That is absolutely the last thing you want to do. Because you really don't want to have to shoot anything. Jeez. A bear just minding its own business. Out here doing the bare necessities. But we know there's bear in this area because they've had them all the way down in town this year.
Yep.
And they generally have them down in town at least a couple times every year. Not sure exactly what kind of scat that is.
Old.
White? It's old for sure. Very old. But it's about the right size.
Okay, that's fresh.
No, it's still old.
Fresher than the one we just saw.
Oh, yeah. Still way old, though.
That's some bear poop.
Probably bear poop. That's pretty much what... That looks like early spring kind of bear poop. I don't see, like, seeds or berries or anything. Just keep our eyes peeled. Generally, the bears are scared to death of you anyway. That's what normally happens, is you scare the daylights out of them. This nice concrete trough here for water. As dry as it is, though, I wonder if the water won't even be flowing out of the mine. No, I think I hear it.
I hear it.
Okay, now we're opened up into the clearing. The tailings piles. Let's go over here and get a look at our view, shall we? Got all three peaks of Red Mountain. We're staring kind of right out over them. Some old railing here. See, down there, that's where that lower road comes through. Kind of goes over there. And we got our mountains, blue, blue skies. And here's our little mine site. Check out all these really busted parts first. And then we'll go over to the parts that are a little more intact. That building's gone beyond air conditioning. It's a little bit flat.
It's two-dimensional.
It's two-dimensional, exactly. It's a two-dimensional drawing. Yeah. You can see that. Can't really get in there. Getting down below there, unless you take the lower road, is very, very slick. There's more rails that went out to it, and then they dumped out here. They're rail cars. Check out this shed over here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the water yet. We'll check this out. Got a tree growing out of the side of the building. Let's see, can we see in the building?
You can smell the water now.
It's pretty well tore up in there. Yep, you can smell the water. It's got an interesting smell, this particular water. Let's walk over and look at it.
It's got a hint of sulfur.
It does have a little bit of a sulfury smell to it. They built this little hill to block the water. So, right there, that's it. That was the entrance to the mine. It's pretty well collapsed, but there's still water barreling out of here. You can see it's turned everything red. And there's a lot of algae growing too, which tells me it's probably marginally warm year-round, coming out of the ground like that. And the algae is part of what we're smelling. Whew. I don't know, that's cold. As I fall up the mountain. So, this little trail where you can see it's been smashed down, that makes me slightly nervous. This little trail here where the water goes along, there's this little dam they built. This goes over and it turns into a field right over there. And the water runs straight down to the highway. But most people never know where that water comes from. This being trampled down like that,
yeah,
makes me think critter. So I'm going to go the other way.
Yep.
It's not trampled in a uniform, like they use it every day kind of way.
Yeah.
But like something's been through there quasi-recent. Let's take a look. Here's our plaque in the main building. And let's... Mountain King. That's what it was. The Mountain King. Okay. Hopefully I can read that later. Mountain King. 1878. Let's take a peek in here. Always looking to make sure there's no notice of historical site. Ooh, a bunch of artifacts here. Let me get my flashlight and see some of the stuff. There we go. Some spikes, some bearings, ceramics for the electricity. Looks like some drilling material, little bric-a-brac bits and pieces, heavy-duty lumber. Very interesting stick. Heavy-duty lumber in here for sure. And then whatever this thing was, that is iron, like heavy, heavy. All right, bunch of just shelves. And what am I staring at? I got the camera rotated 360. What the heck did I do? There we go. Shelves. Okay. There's one more building up there. It's really steep to get to. And we're going to try to sneak up there. I'm going to...
You're going to sneak up there.
I had a feeling you might say that. Hold my hat for a moment. I'm going to take the drone and set it here.
I'm going to find a bush.
Okay. I'm going to go up there.
Okay.
Or at least I'm going to attempt to go up there. I've been up there before. It's just hard to find a decent path. I believe we can get there this way, though. Right through there, I think. I can make that work. Coming back down, holding the camera and everything, though, might be interesting. All right. Shall we try to break our neck? This is very steep. I don't know if it had a different path or something, or where these people would have been getting up, because they certainly weren't walking up this. Whew. Talk about steep. Yeah, it looks like there might have been a little bit of a trail through there. But, alright. I thought this might have been the bunkhouse, if I remember correctly. But, I'm not sure. It's quite tall. Perched up here. Oh, coming back down is going to be fun. Okay. Whew. Well, we made it to the building. Now we got a friggin' 4-foot step to get in. Alright. Oopsie daisy. Woo! Dang, this thing's tall. That is really tall. Hornet's nest over there, old one. I hope. And I don't know what this building would have been used for. The floor is quite heaved. I don't know how well that'll show up. There's this whiteboard that's been tore up. Years of dust, critters, and nonsense. But part of the window frame is still here, so that's neat. I don't think a lot of people bother coming clean up here. Although, these round nails at least give you an idea of when things were done. So they're not square. So at least parts of this was done after that. After that era, I should say. Ooh. Oh, looks like there's a trail over that direction. That's probably how they got up here. Let's check that. That'll probably be a lot easier to walk down. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. As far as I know, there's no other buildings at this site. But we'll go over here. Probably find a much easier way to get back down to over there. Let's see. Oh, would you look at that? Interesting. There's certainly signs that people were all through here. This could have been more heck, it could be ventilation shafts for the mine, or they could have been drilling core samples. I'm not a mine expert, but that looks like some sort of drilling pipe to me. Oh, and there was ceramic, a whole bunch of ceramic here. Possibly They had some electric poles or something sitting over here. Very well could be. Let's see, is there a way to get back down to the main road more easily? Maybe. Right here. It's still very steep, but be a lot easier if I had both hands. I'm going to try to kill myself getting down those. Is there any purchase? Whoo! Still alive! Alright. Let's meet back up with the Wi-Fi. Where'd you go, Wi-Fi?
You were coming down the hill. I just heard a really loud, like, snapping of branches.
Yep, that was me.
Thought you were a bear.
Nope, just me crashing and dying. There we go. Now I'm recording video. Yeah, so I must have bumped a button or something for calibration. Alright, so now we're getting back towards... I think we are going to call this, what, the Gulch of Sadness and Desperation.
Uh-huh.
Gulch of Sadness and Desperation. It's like what's the swamp of... What is that called?
The Swamp of Despair?
The Swamp of Despair. With the rodents of unusual size.
ROUSs?
Yes.
I don't think they exist.
Now here's the sad part. The truck is only right there.
We just can't.
We just can't walk that. Like, there's no flipping way. Someone clearly has done it, but they're nuts. We'll have to walk
Oh, do I have dare?
back up there to where we crossed the first time so that we don't die. Because not dying is important. Right?
Right.
Alright, you're going to go ahead of me?
Yeah. Maybe.
Do you need me to hold?
Problem is, everything is so slidey, you don't know what's stable and what's not.
Mm-hmm. That was why I didn't know if you wanted me to go ahead of you. So you could see where I fall and die and not step there. There you go. Way up here. Where we huff and puff. And then we fall down, right?
Right.
That's where we gotta get to. Right there.
Oh, God.
Okay. Whew. Elevation. It's a thing. Oh. Now, is this where we came up? I think it is. Whew. No, this ain't where we came up, is it?
It is.
Sure we didn't come up right there?
Yeah. Because we had to kind of walk a little this way.
Yeah, but I don't see how we walked up this. Nor do I see any footprints.
Ah, no.
How the hell did we do that? This may require butt sliding.
Yep.
That's okay. We can do that if we have to. There you go. Good?
Good.
All right. All right. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Can you reach to hand me the camera? That way you have both hands free. Okay. Let me get down here. Mm-hmm. All right. Hang on. Why can't I open this? What happened? What'd you do to this thing?
I
can't open it.
No, it's twisty at the top.
Yeah, no, I already unlocked that.
Oh, I don't know.
I was trying to set it down so I could help you.
Sitting down may have been a mistake.
It's okay. If you come this way, it's actually a little more stable than it looks. There you go. Put your foot where mine was if you want. And you should be able to just plop to down here. There you go. Good job. Oh. Why can't I open this? Ah. They like snapped into place or something.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. I just needed to be able to set it down. All right, now we've done everything goofy. Let's go this way. Next, we definitely walked through here, so I can see our footprints. Go, baby.
Good.
You watch. We'll watch this video back, and it'll look like it's flat.
Oh, huh.
We're just a bunch of pansies. Good job, baby. Almost done with the sketchy part. Just gotta go down this little slippy thing here. There we go. Now we're on the home slide stretch. Here's our view. Good old Red Mountain. And this clearly was a road, but right there where it's washed out, that's clearly the end of it.
Yeah.
That looked like some more old bear poop there. Whoa.
We're good.
Okay, don't die. Whoo.
Don't die.
Try not to. The goal of these adventures: don't die. No hospital visits. No stitches. Right?
Right.
No boo-boos larger than we can treat at home.
Yep. Remember, nobody dies. They just get really large boo-boos.
That is really sketchy through there. Yeah. Nobody dies in this movie. They just get really big boo-boos. See?
I think they're planning to do something horrible to me. Let's do something horrible to me.
Bad guy falls in poop. Classic element of physical comedy. Now is the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Oh, now we're getting down to the flat part. Thank goodness. And since somehow I didn't manage to record video on the way in, we'll record video on the way out. Right?
Right.
Oh.
Since we weren't able to show you the drive in, we figured we'd show you the drive out and show you just really how close this place was to the highway. It's pretty impressive that back in 1948, it had already shipped out 1,327,582 tons of shipping ore and 1,306,305 tons of milling ore. All right here, next to Red Mountain.
If you like this little mine tour, give us a follow, give us a like. Tell us where you want us to check out next, especially if you have some cool spot that we don't know about.